Stand Up Diaries with Michelle Christine.
Hello and welcome to Stand Up Diaries 165, and this one's called Gone and Back Again. You probably can't see it from there, but I drew a little Canadian flag and a little American flag. Happy New Year! We're in 2016. It's exciting. The Powerball's around $1.5 billion, which is a lottery. So I have my Powerball ticket right here. So it's going to be fun to be a billionaire. Maybe buy myself a green card, which would be really handy. And then my husband would have one as well. So a lot has happened. What has happened? Oh yeah, I did my second produced show. So it's Michelle Christine's holiday special, Let's Laugh. And I was only going to do one of them in Toronto. So I did that one on December the 28th. But when I posted the poster, I really liked the poster. I kind of got this Mrs. Claus outfit, Hollywood Toys and Costumes. And then went to get my photo shoot done, and Boyd Tech did an amazing job as always. But when I posted that on Facebook, it was funny, like Kuz is running around, he just had a bath, and just gave him a bath, and he looks like a drowned rat, but actually like a drowned rat, because he's about 4 pounds, and soaking wet. It's just a very appropriate phrase for him right now. Anyway, so when I posted it to Facebook, someone asked, okay, when are you going to do the show in Los Angeles? They kind of had thought I was going to do one there as well. And I was like, you know what, maybe I should do one in Los Angeles. When I was doing my specials in Toronto, I'd like to do them every 3 months. And so September, October, November, December, it was pretty much perfect timing for me to do it. So I had about 3 weeks, but I found a venue, I found a time. I talked with some people at the Home Depot, because I work outside the Home Depot, and they thought that a Saturday night would be a good time for them. I was going to do it on the Sunday at the venue I have my open mic in Atwater Village, but it conflicted with the Home Depot's Christmas party, so I did not want to have a conflict there. So I did it on the Saturday night, and it was so fabulous. Tay, big shout out to her. She worked with me around the Home Depot, brought a ton of her family. People from the Home Depot came, people from all over Reddit. I met a cool guy actually who came from SpaceX. It was so cool. He didn't come from SpaceX. He actually was a Canadian guy and works for SpaceX, so he came. I had another friend that I met at a Survivor meetup group. I'm trying to meet people here in interesting ways, and I love Survivor and I love Reddit. So there was a Survivor, no joke, a Survivor Reddit meetup group. So I went there to watch the finale out kind of in more like West LA. And when I first walked into this really cool apartment building, very, Melrose Place style, a bunch of kind of apartments that surrounded a swimming pool, there was a guy just standing there on his phone. And I was like, are you looking for the apartment for the Survivor finale? And he's like, yeah. But he said, yeah, more like, yeah. Well, whatever. He's Australian. I'm not good at Australian accents. But we kind of hit it off because we didn't know what apartment number we were looking for, and the person wasn't answering their phone. So I was like, look, worst comes to worst, you can come to my place and we can watch Survivor. And about a few minutes later, we got a phone call, and so we met up there. And then the craziest thing about that was, oh my God, so crazy, is that I met Nina from No Collar coming back from the ferry from Catalina Island for my honeymoon. It was a day trip, but I call it my honeymoon. And Dina and I just sat across from this really cool couple, and we just got chatting. And it turned out she was, Nina, obviously, from No Collar. And I was like, so just, wow, I can't believe I'm meeting a former castaway. We watched the entire season, and Dina and I are big nerds, and we, are part of the Survivor pool. So she's like, look, when there's a Survivor after party, I'll invite you. And so while we were sitting there watching Survivor, I got a Facebook message from her being like, hey, I found out where the party is. So I asked all the people there, does anyone want to come with me to the party? And Dominic was the only one who's just like, yeah. Again, horrible Australian accent. Anyway, so we decided to just go home real fast, even though it was around probably like 10 p.m. or so, and then get changed, and then both Uber and Lyfted to the after party. And when I went up the stairs and I looked to my left on the patio, there was like Joe, who was like on the season, like literally in the outfit he was wearing on the reunion episode that had just tape live in Los Angeles, and it just like blew my mind. And there was Chaos Cast, and there was just Steve Fishback and, everyone you can imagine of the Survivor. Kelly Wentworth was super great and gracious and lovely, and her dad was there too, and they played together in Blood versus Water. Before I nerd out and talk too much about Survivor, it was probably one of the greatest nights of my life. Just every time someone would walk by, like Sierra, me and Dominic would look at each other and be like, oh my God, it's Sierra. It just like blew my mind. So right now we've decided to have a friendship where we always do something awesome. So then, yeah, we're going on the SpaceX tour. He invited Dean and I to a taping of Room, which was a really great movie where the director and producer came out after to do a Q&A, which was really cool. And then he won tickets to SeaWorld, like VIP behind the scenes. Don't hate too much on SeaWorld. They do a lot of marine, what's the term? Restoration. I don't know if it's restoration of habitat. I definitely Googled SeaWorld after we won the tickets because I know they were kind of poo-pooed a little bit by certain groups, but they do a lot of like restoration and wildlife preservation and a lot of things. I think the way that San Diego runs it is really good and world renowned, so I Googled them and I was happy to go. And what else have we done that's pretty crazy? I don't know. We're going to try to do we went to Porn Star Karaoke where I met Ron Jeremy, and I wanted to take a selfie, and he like kind of like attacked my face a little bit from the side, so it's just like me and him like touching my face, and then I washed it in the bathroom immediately after. So that was cool. So my weekly open mic's still running. Produced 2 very successful shows. The one in LA on December the 19th was great. It was super packed. So many people helped me, and I had so much fun doing it. And then the Toronto show, again, very busy, even though it was the first snowstorm of the year. So it was great seeing all the people that have supported me, and just kind of messaged everyone, was so excited to see them. So that was just super fabulous, and I hope I can do one every year back in Toronto at the Ossington. And it was great seeing my family and friends. And then, boom, a week flies by, and now I'm here. Dean and I spent New Year's landing in LA. We were supposed to land around 11:22, but the plane got delayed. And so we just kind of saw some fireworks all over LA County as we were landing. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, there it is. There's me talking at turbo speed as I tend to do. I did just have a 50-cent hot chocolate from 7-Eleven when I got the Powerball. So those are on sale this week. So it's been a good week. And I'm sure I will have much more to update you with as the days go on. This has been your next edition of Stand Up Diaries. I have been Michelle Christine.